Accident investigation is both an art and a science. Laboratory testing of materials, failure modes, and sample analysis are scientific processes that provide usable data. For the Accident Investigation Bureau, AIB, the usage of the agency's $5.8 million metallurgical laboratory at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, is critical to its work.
It's an agency of federal government set up through the Civil Aviation Act 2006 to investigate accidents and incidents and to come up with safety recommendations to forestall future occurrence. So our reports, our safety recommendations, that's our byproduct. In doing that, we had to invest in some form of research programs. We need to spend money into laboratories.
To ensure that expertise is available for the laboratory to be up and running is why the AIB has chosen to partner with the University of Lagos. The commissioner of the agency, Akin Olateru, said the laboratory will provide an opportunity for the university to further its research in that area of metallurgy.
We need collaboration with the research institutions, first-class research institutions like University of Lagos, to partner with us to help us. We don't have that knowledge, we don't have that expertise, but unfortunately for us, through what we do, we must have that kind of laboratory setup to help us to add value to what we do. It's a very, very important component of accident investigation. Fortunately, this same element can be used for several purposes. The construction companies need to test some of their equipment, the universities need to do research. I believe some of the metallurgical students go as far as South Africa, US, China, UK for research purposes. And if we have this setup in Nigeria, you will save capital flight. The man doing the research will spend more time at home. He can take more time on that research program. Because if you send him to UK to go and do the research, he's worried about Estaco, he's worried about spending money, he's worried about his family. He will probably rush what's supposed to be 6 months, we want to push it out in 1 month. And that in turn will affect the quality of his work.
The Vice-Chancellor of the University, Oluwatoyin Ogundipe, expressed delight at the new relationship with AIB, insisting research is key to a university's existence.
You can only apply research when you have an industry that you interact with. And that is what is happening today concerning AIB collaboration with the University of Lagos, which is a win-win situation, like you rightly said. We are going to benefit from this agreement again. It's concerning our academic staff. They will have a good lab to work in, and also our students will be exposed to the latest development in this particular area. The summary of this is that government agency, companies should invest into the university through research, through building the laboratory for our students, so that they can meet the international standard that is required. And I'm sure that we will make sure that we make maximum use of this opportunity to the benefit of our academic staff and our students and the nation at large.
As these two parties collaborate, it is expected that the recommendations that are generated as a result of any investigation will help provide a game plan for addressing safety deficiencies in the future.
The aviation industry is renowned for its dedication to safe operations, and there is no doubt that commercial air transport is the safest form of travel today. However, it is incumbent on the industry to continue improving its record, particularly in areas of the world where a safety culture is not as developed.
Last year, 2017, was the safest year ever in civil aviation worldwide, in commercial civil aviation worldwide. Nigeria also has been basically 5 years accident-free, and we commend everybody.
As stakeholders gather to brainstorm over Nigeria's aviation industry, some here say the federal government should invest more in safety infrastructure, as this could attract investments that impact on the country's gross domestic products.
There are a lot of things that attract some of these airlines and some of these operators to come into the environment. Infrastructure is one of them. I cannot understand why, if you look across, we will not be able to have the kind of airports, standard international airports, like we have elsewhere in Egypt, in Marrakesh, in Morocco, in Tunisia, in Egypt. Why is it that we cannot have that kind of infrastructure in this particular environment? And these are some of the things that are drawing, back the growth of this particular sector.
And in any environment where people operate safely, then you will know that confidence comes. People will bring your business to you. And most times we've had to compete, because for them, I'm going to tell people that our competitors may not be from airline to airline. For example, recently, certain things happen. You see people taking their goods to the maritime, or sometimes people will decide to go by road. So when there are threats of unconscious practices, safe practices in the industry, they will lose business to other sectors, which at the end of the day will mean reduction in our contribution to the general purse of the nation. So it is good as an industry for us to follow the rules that have been given to us by HEL or IATA to ensure that at all times that we consciously practice the right consciousness of safety.
Nigeria's aviation industry currently provides 93,000 jobs and contributes 0.2% to Nigeria's GDP. One other issue that may well push the GDP is a deliberate policy for businesses in aviation to thrive.
Look at what has happened in the last in the last 18 months. Everybody that is operating in the aviation industry, especially in ground handling, in aviation, will be able to find out that the kind of forex generated through cargo export in the last 18 months is unprecedented. Why? Because there was a deliberate policy by government to say that we need to find out how to attract forex into the country. And there was also a deliberate policy to make sure that the quest for imported goods into the country is reduced.
Presenting the MD, Mr.
And as the event winds down, it is critical for all stakeholders and partners to work together to maximize the benefits of safety on air transport and to support the sustainable growth of aviation by connecting more people and more places.
And that's all on the program. Thanks for watching. I'm Bukola Jo Kitumbi.